Hey, I'm so glad to see you today. I want to pick up on a question that we asked 2 days ago, and the question was this: what can you do when you've been trying to do everything right, but something's going wrong, or maybe everything's going wrong? And that was the case for Daniel. We saw in Daniel chapter 1 that Daniel was a really godly teenager when the Babylonian Empire came in and destroyed Jerusalem, destroyed the temple, destroyed the walls, all this glory and splendor that God's people had built up gets burned and demolished, and literally Daniel gets kidnapped. So here's a guy who's doing everything right, and all of a sudden everything goes wrong. Now, we've seen so far in our study of Daniel that in chapters 1 and 2, as a young man, Daniel chooses God at great cost. And so that's one thing you can do, keep choosing God. I want to pick up today in chapter 5, verse 1. It says this: "Many years later, King Belshazzar gave a great feast for 1,000 of his nobles, and he drank wine with them." Now, question, who is this guy? We've got a new character in the story, because so far, main characters have been Daniel and this Babylonian king Nebuchadnezzar, who was a pagan king who eventually would become converted and worship the one true God. Well, Belshazzar is probably his son or grandson, or son or grandson-in-law. And I want to talk to you a little bit about who he is tomorrow. We'll go into some detail on that. But today, I just want you to think about this. Daniel had been faithful to God as a teenager. His life falls apart. He still serves God. Here, when this starts, chapter 5, verse 1, about 60 years have passed. So at this point, Daniel's probably in his mid-70s. He's probably 74 or 76 years old. And we're going to see as chapter 5 unfolds, Daniel has continued to seek God first every single day. In fact, specifically 3 times a day. In a foreign culture, in a culture that wanted him to do all sorts of other things, he kept living for God. And so what's the answer to our question? What can you do when you're trying to do the right thing, but everything's getting worse? Keep choosing God. Keep living for him. Let's be like Daniel. I'll see you tomorrow for more Daily Hope.